Hey y'all, I'm at the Fenton Collectibles Bash 2025. Let's go shopping. I'm going to start with CC and Karen's booth this year. Look at all the things that they made this year. Beautiful unicorn. Only 5 of those made. Little kittens in the bag with a witch. Those are pretty. Got kitten in a bag with women's. Look at this beautiful Moser unicorn with a hummingbird on it. 1 of 5. Then they got some on the fount back there that was made by West Virginia Glass Works. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous work. Kitty cat. Here's like a Favorine, like kitty cat. Here's some of the. Look at that dragon vase. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna sell those on a Facebook Live sale. Some more on the founts. Beautiful, beautiful glass. Here is some decorators that West Virginia Glass Works is working with. This lady's name is Cindy Often. She does a lot of beautiful one-of-a-kinds. Look at this whale. Is that not stunning? Absolutely stunning. Look at this bird on the nest. Don't see many critters on the fount anymore. Kitty cat. Very, very unique. I love how she has came up with lots of great ideas. Look at that. Jessie cat box. This is some art that Michael Thomas's mom did. He's part owner of the Glassworks. Blackwater. She painted a fairy light. Pretty waterfall. And then look at this big pillow vase. Wow, what a monster. They're showing off some of the things that they've pressed. They've borrowed Anne and John's nymph mold. Beautiful and purple slag. They've got Cece and Karen's cat in the bag mold. And they have borrowed Garrett's little farmhouse molds to press. They bought all of John's little miniature Dorothy Taylor molds. Look at that. They've even got their own stamp now. West Virginia Glass Company. And I'm not sure whose mold the line was. We were wondering, but it's really, really cool. This is Miss Karen Lemon's sister Robin's booth. She's got lots of really pretty things. I love the Georgian blue FAGCA pieces. Sand carved little kitty cat. Look at this alley cat. Woo! Love this alley cat. Isn't it pretty? This is our good friend April's booth. This is April Rhodes. She's blasting glass. Look, this is her logo on an iceberg. Isn't it cool? She's got a beautiful. She does a lot of sand carving. I love the sunflowers on that piece. This sand carved bird with a fox or wolf on it. Look at this beautiful vase on Favorine glass. Absolutely beautiful. This one is kind of hard to see, but she's got birds on it as well. Very pretty. This one's my favorite though. Look at this kitty cat. So she sand carved it so you can see there on the edge that there's a little, she carved this and then painted it. So it's raised and painted both. It's just beautiful. Signed one of a kind. And then she did this bear. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? She's done several that's like this. She carved this carnival dino with some fairies on it. Isn't it pretty? This is the showstopper though, right here. Let me just show y'all. Look at that fairy. Hummingbirds and fairies. Absolutely gorgeous. And a steal of a deal at $6.50. She did these others here. I like the pumpkin heads and the smoke with fairy dust. Then she did a ghost or two with the same turtle that she put on the kitty cat. She put Dory on there and Crush and all their friends. She did several different designs on the ghosts. This one here has the pretty hummingbird on it. This is Moser's eggplant. And this is her artist proof. She did several of these for convention where she left the skull here the same opal iridized. It was very awesome. Very, very awesome. Such pretty stuff. Here's just a small portion of Ann Fenton's booth this year. Look at that orange slice back there. Man, you just don't see it. Lots of cute blanks. And then she painted her Lillian pattern on so much stuff this year. But look at this gorgeous jip. Absolutely to die for. And look at this shell that was done by Emporium. So cool. Lots of hearts. Oh, look at that duck. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And then the $1 Million Chicken. There are so few of these known to exist. That's why it commands such a high price. Not only that, it ain't leaning, it's straight up and down. That is a fantastic example because some of them leaned over. Look at the ruby red snowmen and fairy lights. She's got tons of lamps. I love that John Fenton lamp right there. Beautiful Burmese, cranberries. Here's some really hard to find blue opalescent. Look at this hat. Holy crap. You guys, that thing is huge. I don't know that I've ever seen one. Look how big. That's the biggest hat I've ever seen. That fit Max Iverson's head. He's got a really big head. Beautiful blue opalescent. That really old water lily bowl right back here. This is really unusual. Cased aqua. Beautiful. My brain left me for a second. Look, there's another one of those huge hats. in the block optic. That's an optic you don't see very often at all. Block optic. Absolutely gorgeous. Whew, mercy. Where do we start with Garrett Graham's booth? He is the owner of the Super Fenton group on Facebook. If you're not a member, I would highly encourage you. Look at all these bridesmaids. We are going to the chapel. I'm gonna look and see if I can find any that just really jump out at me. Look at this one. The blue with the white frit. That's it, just a few.
Got a pile of them.
Look at the purple, plum opal satins. I was looking at, oh, this one really spoke to me. Look at this, is giving Wednesday Addams. Really pretty. Lots of beautiful glass, a lot of gift shop glass. Look at all the ghosts. Ooh, I like this one. That one might be Fenton, actually. It is. I like that one. That one and this one both are Fenton, and the rest are Moser pressed. Looking Dave Fetty. Going around through here. Look at this Favorine egg. Wow. Hanging Hearts Favorine egg. This is a beautiful Frank Workman piece. I like the color combination in that. Here's one of Dave Fetty's fish faces. Very cool. I love all the Dave Fetty. He'll be here later this afternoon. Lord willing and the creeks don't rise. All this Dave Fetty and a chicken. LOL. Oh, here's the donut fish like they made last year. This was a happy oopsie daisy, and lo and behold, they sold the hound out of them. So they made a few more after we left the show. Let's go into his booth now. Garrett brought some killer glass. I mean, he collects working elephants himself, so I can't really believe he's getting rid of any of these. Beautiful topaz, periwinkle. I mean, just stunning glass. Here's a piece of Fenton International. This was done in China. You see the logo there, the F with the world? It means it was Fenton International. Most of them are stickered. So that was made in China. The only correlation to the Fenton company was that they were having the Chinese design something to complement some China they were marketing. Ooh, I like this turtle. That turtle is cute. 5 of 13 in existence. Wow. So pretty. Look at the tie-dye up here on the top. Look, yo, look at him. He's like a peep. That's what I've always thought these look like, were little peeps. Spruce Green Carnival. I love this alley cat. I don't know what color this is, but it's a gorgeous blue. Like I said, I have no clue. And Fenton, one of a kind. Wow. So pretty.
They're either duplicate
Look there. There's the leader of the club. This is all Garrett's. I know it. Right there on the front pew.
No.
Now this is something you don't see every day, is glossy Burmese and the sitting kitten. That's odd. And so is this tiny bear. I don't know that I've ever seen those. No, not much. He just kind of wings it, I think. Now this is a sample piece. Look at this magnificent pulled. No, I get them mixed up. Drapery optic. Absolutely magnificent melon vase. Absolutely awesome. That's going to be one of them really high dollar pieces. Absolutely. Gorgeous. Oh, look at this. Looky, looky, looky. That's so creepy. I love that. Super Fenton, one of a kind. Cool, cool. Does it look like the, I don't know what it looks like. That's a cool one. That's pretty. Aww. Kitty cat like Lisa Frank. Oh wow, look at this. That's awesome. Who did it? Phoenix. Did it. That is awesome.
These are the most important things.
Absolutely just stunning glass. Topaz critters, the whole 9 yards. Of course, this is none other than Vicky Curran's booth. Look at the art. I mean, absolutely to die for. She always does such an amazing, amazing job. And I just love it. Look at that kitty cat. She paints a good tiger now. Oh, I love this. $5.95. Oh, wow. Blue must be her new color of the year this year. She usually tries to pick a new flower pattern or something each year, it looks like. And wow, that blue just really pops. It just really, really pops. And then look at the Burmese, of course. Oh no, not more alley cats. They're my favorite. Isn't that blue gorgeous? That's the same blue as the one from Garrett's group booth over there. Topaz, look at the Grinch. I love him. Look at this. My wife would have 10 fits in a bad spell. Look at that hummingbird. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Just gorgeous. She's got a few. Oh, look. How cute. Rudolph and the snowman and Hermie. Oh, how cute. Beautiful bird painted like an eaglet. I think that's what you call a baby eagle. Moody. Super cute stuff. Friends, Brian and Carrie Spurgeon. I love the fact that they've got such a good variety. Look right over here. at all the bloober me's. Oh, and I picked up this vase like 10 times. Look at that gorgeous mulberry. I just freaking love it. And then the lotus mist and the bloober me's. They actually did 4 of these dolls: summer, winter, spring, and fall. And it looks like she's got spring, fall, and winter. That's awesome. Beautiful lamp. Look at those lamps. I've got this vase at home for Caden because she loves the hummingbirds. Ooh, me likey. Reverse pulled feather sample piece. Look at that. I have to tell Michael about that. Oh, mercy. It's just all gorgeous. Look at it all. Hard to find piece right here. Lime green coin dot. Hard to find piece right here. Emerald green cruet. Ooh, with an original sticker. Look at that. That's definitely unusual to have the original sticker. Really, really pretty booth. Here's Barb Garrison's booth this year. She's got lots of the older stuff. That seems to be her passion. She loves anything from the 20s and 30s. That's unusual. Silvercrest cream and sugar. I don't know as I've ever seen that. It commands an unusual price there. Oh, look at there, the silver rose baskets. She brought a lot of different glass too, not just Fenton. She brought some Moser and some Fostoria and some Cambridge. Walk on over here. Absolutely stunning moon and stars and some Viking. Good stuff, good stuff. I love those huge vases up there on top. I have to back out just, oh, there we go. Now we can see the whole table. Absolutely gorgeous. She's still got the 1 of 1. I think it was 1 of 1. Oh no, it's number 1 of 50. You can see down there right under Kelsey Ball count. 1 of 50. Wings of Glory. Gorgeous. Sand carved vase. She's still working on getting some stuff out, but look at all that old glass. I don't know enough to talk about it, but oh, look at her chickens. Her new Martinsville chickens, I call them. They're actually griffins. She's got the doggos. And then I'm going to show you this really, really cool thing down here on this end. Alexandrite. Ooh. Alright, here's the really cool thing on the end. I told her I saw this bunny yesterday. I was like, oh, it's the bunny from Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail, because he's got the red eyes. But now look, this is what he really is. He's a cotton ball holder, and his little tail is for cotton balls. Isn't that just sweet? $119. She told me if you found it in blue, or I think she said pink, then we're talking big, big bucks. Cool booth here. This is Becky Selby's booth. She's our editor-in-chief at the NFGS. She does a great job on our news flyers every couple of months. She always has lots of great critters. Look here at this caramel fox. It's supposed to be chocolate, but caramel fox. And then, of course, a schnauzer lover, and I know he's not. This is a Scotty, but it sure does look like my little T-Bow. Here's a pretty one-of-a-kind bear by Sunday Davis. Pretty little purple on, Paisley's on purple. I'm sorry. I'll get done tongue-tied about, let's see, it's 9:30 right now when I'm filming this. It'll probably be about noon. I'll get better. This. I told her I loved these two vases right here. Love that color, that stretch Celeste blue. She's got some older glass too. I picked up this cat yesterday and I was like, oh, the cat's cute because it's got a squirrel. I love it. 2017. 125. That's not bad for only having 22 of them in existence. This is called dot and miter optic. Pretty hard optic to find in any color. Got some clocks. There's a nice Violets in the Snow hat back there. Got lots more bridesmaids up here. Got some of the stuff that was done for Bob Evans by Dane Frederick here. Both of them were painted by Dane Frederick. That's awesome. Unusual to see. She's got some glass messenger bases. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous glass. Of course, you're just going to hear me say that over and over and over again, because what piece of Fenton isn't gorgeous? Look at the single-handle dolphin handle server. That's a nice piece. These would be, I love these. It'd be so pretty painted up with a beautiful sunflower on it. But, you know, pretty hard surface to paint on overall. Let's just walk right on over here and look at this crystal. Holy cow. Can y'all see how that's just shining? Wow. I would have swore, yep. I about knew it. That's all Waterford crystal. You can spot Waterford a mile away because it just absolutely shimmers. Absolutely shimmers. Here's some retired Moser right here. The Elizabeth bowl and platter. I've never seen this Moser pattern before, so those are old retired Moser bowls. Those are pretty. They'd be great at Christmas. Let's see. There's a black rose basket. Love it. Got the LeVay bunny here on the front row. And the LeVay owl on the front row. And I know this isn't Pooh Bear, but don't he just kind of look like Pooh Bear? Isn't he cute? He's vintage Moser. Okay. Wonder why we can't talk Moser into making more bears. That would be awesome. Oh. Yeah, I like that. That might be coming home with me. We got some Teal Royale I love. Absolutely gorgeous. Glass, look at the snowman. Fairy light. Cameo opal cake plate. I can't say as I've ever seen that cake plate. John Walk, have you ever seen this cameo opal cake plate?
Yeah, I have.
Tell me about it.
You don't see it very often. I think it was very short issue.
I think so too, because it's Lily of the Valley, isn't it?
Yep.
Or Water Lily. No, that's Lily of the Valley. Okay, I get those two mixed up.
Very short issue. I know they did them in French opalescent, and I think they did them in blue. I'm thinking that I had seen one in topaz years ago.
Wow. Awesome. There's a pretty Kelsey Murphy cut. I think that one may. Is it a lamp? Yep, that was done as a lamp. Isn't that cool? Beautiful mulberry and cranberry. Look at the ruby red moon and stars. Wow. Oh, look, she's got more bears down here. Oh, that's a pretty blue one. Oh, I like that color blue. And I don't know what color that is. Gray marble, maybe. Got some more Moser up here. Oh, there's a black one. Cool. Absolutely beautiful stuff. This is Miss Kathleen Sponsler's booth. She used to be an artist at Fenton. Look at all the beautiful, look at this pattern. She's combined the pansies with the roses. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. She's done a lot of American patriotic pieces. She's painted some of John's pumpkins. She's got a lot of beautiful stuff. And check out the Beatles bears. Isn't that cool? Look at that four-horned pern. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is her famous Purple Mountain Majesty. This is her signature design, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that Halloween cat back here. Isn't he cool? Absolutely beautiful glass. This is Zachary and Kim Parker's booth. They've got some really nice glass, lots of different makers. Oh, look here. The hard optics. Boy, you don't hardly ever see the hard optic, especially in the ruby. And here it is in the cranberry as well. Isn't that, oh. Off the cactus vase, they turned it into a little bitty swan. That's awesome. $250. Oh, I wonder if our friend... Oh, no, it's T1. I would have swore that was Robin's Egg Blue, but I don't guess it is. Look at that beautiful key lime set. And I love the red on the milk glass. I mean, they've just got some wonderful glass in this booth.
Oh, I'm looking for a little one.
This is a very popular pattern right now. Trade with you. This is a glass messenger piece. That's a cool piece. I got the bird over there in my booth right now that matches it. Cool chocolate ghost. Actually, that might not be chocolate. That may be. Does this glow?
No.
Sure does. Yeah. It just looked like it was topaz or sandblasted topaz. Okay. Might as well try. Nope. Okay. Must be candle glow then. Lots of pretty angels and Santa Clauses. Lots of bunny rabbits. They have beautiful glass. And then look at the Marilyn Wagner and the J.K. Spindler. Oh, with a baby elephant. How cute. Beautiful plum. We were just discussing this piece right here. We thought that was an oddity. Beautiful with a red handle. Got some good logos here. Look at all the little baby baskets. And we were discussing what color this might be. Now, this is a Boyd elephant, but man, it's a gorgeous color. Don't have a clue what color it really is, but super pretty. Oh, and look, these were... So the story I've been told behind this bell is that a child, they had a coloring contest, drawing contest, and this was the winning design from a child there in Williamstown. And so they designed it, and then so they got their stuff put on a bell that year. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, might be the one that was done for Bob Evans, I think. I think Miss Becky had a piece or two of that over there in her booth. But isn't it gorgeous glass? This is Pam and David Schaefer's booth, and it is full of they always have unique things. Check out these little bitty heart-shaped pieces, and look in there, it's the kitten's mold for Dorothy Taylor. That one's a kitten mold. This one is the Holly and Stag mold, and this one is got a little handle. Look at there. That is the line mold. Those are really, really cool. Beautiful example of rose overlay. Look at that wild rose overlay. These are pretty cute. Rebecca Worstel. That's a pretty little pattern on there. Got horses. Beautiful Burmese. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the happy cats. Nice lamp. There's my roses on Burmese back there. Oh, look, there's the hippos and the kitty cats and the pig. This is a matching set. I've had this set before. I like those. There's some... Boy, that's different. Who did it? Marilyn Wagner. Of course she did. Rosaline Jip vase. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning stuff. There's a Good Luck. Oh no, that's a 76. Boy, that's cool. For the Heart of America Carnival Glass Association. And I love that peacock vase. Ugh, one of my favorites. Absolutely gorgeous glass. This is the John Walk's booth. He's selling my inheritance, y'all. I asked him, I said, I want the tie-dye stuff. And he said, okay. And now look at him, he's selling my inheritance. Look at all these critters and whatnot. All the rosaline and purple put together. Looks really, really good. He's got critter heaven over here. But y'all look at these. Right here's the crowning glories. Look at that. Happy cat, dinosaur. I can't believe he's getting rid of his dinosaur. $3.95. That's absolutely awesome. Look at this Dave Fetty blown kitty cat. Absolutely gorgeous. Got his Christmas up here on top. He said he got this for Christmas for himself one year. Look at this beautiful stretch. Let me zoom out. There we go. Now let's zoom out. Stretch glass fan vase. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go in the booth. Everybody say, hey, Alex.
Hey.
He's got some stuff in here that's not Fenton. Like this is not Fenton, I don't think. No, Victorian. Probably Hobbs, if I had to guess. Uneducated guess. Beautiful yellow overlay. Beautiful stretch glass. Now look right here. When you find the bowls with 3 rows, those are a lot harder to find than 2 rows. It got hard to add that extra row on there. Look at all the cobalt blue. Absolutely stunning. Got a lot of the malachite. Ooh, look at there. This piece isn't easy to find. $8.75 for the lime green reverse swirl. Woo! All he's missing is the nymph for this bowl right there. So John wrote the books on Fenton, and here's some of his books. Here's a piece of wisteria. Very hard to find. Got some more plum, and look, that piece is mulberry. It barely did do mulberry. Look there in there, blue. Woo. Gorgeous. Here's some of his books that he wrote. Look at that Mount Glass swung base. Boy, that's impressive. Zoom out a little bit so everybody can see a little better. Beautiful. But now look at this. That's different. I wonder when Dave did that. Let's see. Dave Fetty, 2017 is when he did that. Isn't that gorgeous, though? I'm surprised he's getting rid of that. Hey. Check out these. This is unusual to find in Silvercrest. The picture, pretty hard to find. Beautiful Rosaline. That's what his mama collected. She passed away a few years ago, so he's been slowly getting rid of her Rosaline collection. Absolutely gorgeous. Powder blue overlay. Beautiful glass. All right, this booth is Mr. Kevin Lavender's booth, and he collects Dave Fetty and Vas Marina and has some amazing one-of-a-kind samples, the whole 9 yards. You can see here that there's no normal run-of-the-mill Dave Fetty in this bunch. Very few pieces of inline. He's got a lot of the dancing ladies vases back here on the back, like Ann Fenton collects. Lots of, look at these chunks of cullet. Yeah.
At the end of the Fenton run of the color, they clean out the furnaces, and this is what they come up with.
Is that not a chunk? What color is this?
It's just blue, cobalt blue.
Cobalt blue.
Slag. Yeah,
Slag. Wow. This is Mandarin red,
right, so that's
topaz, periwinkle, cobalt. Ooh, look at that. That's blue Burmese. Or I mean, green. Yeah, lotus mist. This is
it's just emerald green.
Emerald green.
I have no idea what that color is. It's a rose, I think.
Yeah, looks like, yeah, rose. Yeah, but tell me a little bit about these pieces back here on the back.
The Vas Marina, those were made in 1964 to 68. Those were samples that were made in that time that came from the Fenton factory auctions, either the museum auction or the gift shop auction, and were sold back in the 90s and 2000s when Fenton was closing, in the 2000s when Fenton was closing up and selling everything from the museum.
Wow. So is
Probably
that
one of a kind?
Yeah. Is that frit back there on the back? Is that like a tie-dye frit or
Just multicolored, they call it.
multicolored? And this up here is different from the normal.
That's rose and green. It's what they call the rose with adventure in green. That's why the green sparkles. It has silver.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
the pink inside is what's different from most.
Right. So they cased it over cranberry then instead of milk glass.
White or clear. They did
Yeah.
white or clear on the
Oh, okay. So see, that would have been like, well, that's rose mist there, but I don't see a piece.
Oh, the factory, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, here's a piece of the factory. And rose and green.
There we go. There's rose and green. Yep.
It's white inside.
Over milk glass. Yeah.
That's the standard piece from the 1960s. Mid 1960s.
Okay.
A few that I brought.
Wow.
And the lamps are made in 1970. The student lamps.
Yeah.
Around 1970, late 60s.
And that monstrous hanging lamp. Wow.
This is a hanging lamp too, without all the parts.
Oh wow.
They make table lamps. Also, what I have.
Okay.
Table lamps in multiple colors.
Amazing. And I have seen this piece with sand carved with a sailboat on it.
Right. That came from the gift shop, and I'm just a blank.
Okay. May have to walk that down to April Road and see if she wants to
Do something with it.
Yeah.
And then the Vas Marina lamps behind came from the 4 of them. There were 8 of those made.
Oh wow.
And I got them all from the gift shop when they put them out. So that's
Oh wow. That is awesome. All right.
This is some of the oldest glass Fenton made.
Yep. So tell me about this pattern right here.
That's the amethyst lotus.
Is it water lily?
Water lily and cattail, yeah. Water lily and cattail is what that is, made in 1907.
That was one of Fenton's first pieces made. Was what, the creamer? Wasn't that what was told?
I have no idea what was the first name.
I think it was a creamer. They were.
Or the reamer, the juicer.
Yeah.
Reamer,
And then here's a great selection of Mongolian green and mandarin red and pecan blue. No. Is that periwinkle blue?
Periwinkle blue.
They call it periwinkle, even back then?
Yep.
Okay. And then the jade green. The Daniela vase back there on the back.
Made in 1983.
Yeah. And tell me about these.
The artesian set.
The artesian set, okay.
Dave Petty was talking about it a little bit. But these were made by Delmer Stowhauser, this set.
Oh, wow.
In multiple colors. I just found out today they made a smaller one. I didn't know they realized they made a smaller
Oh, wow.
for the ball vase. That's the first time I'd heard of that.
Well, that is awesome.
The artesian series.
This here turtle needs his back. But that's a really, yep.
By LG Wright.
LG Wright
Or
one?
LG Wright.
Yep. And is this the complete set of the 1976?
Barber, got 10 set of 10 vases from the Barber collection.
Wow.
I've got 4 sets of those and a satin set too.
Wow. That's amazing.
Bittersweet. And anybody sees the orange, the bittersweet, they think it's pottery, not glass.
Oh. Oh, yeah. It's just gorgeous.
Then the signatures on the bottom.
Yeah.
And have a certificate. So there's DLF, which is Dave Fetty.
Yeah.
There's DGS, which is Delmer Stowhauser. And then some of them were marked RB, which everybody figured that was Robert Barber who designed it, but it's not. It's Ronald Bayless that made it.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the glass makers also at Fenton.
Well, that's awesome,
Got some
man.
of his pieces. Museum collections, and every one of them supposed to have a certificate with them.
Oh, wow. And look at there.
It has the name of Frank Fenton who was the president of the company at one time, and then Robert Barber who designed it, and then the artist Dave Fetty, the date it was made. So every one of them originally came with those, but you don't always get them with.
No, of course not. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing with me your knowledge. Absolutely beautiful glass. This is Miss Karen Lemon's booth. No. Love you, love your cats. No. Marilyn Wagner, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Do you want to tell me about anything in your booth? Nothing super spectacular that jumps out at you? Look at all these. Look at how this just sparkles. What'd you do, Windex this?
Huh?
What'd you do, Windex that before you?
Look at that.
It's just sparkling.
I think it's the lights.
Man, the lights have just really did you good.
Yeah. And I had it all hidden yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Well, it'll sell now that it's out and about. Good carnival glass.
He's going to put it on just to show people.
Look at all this Burmese. Just absolutely beautiful glass. She about got wiped out before I got over here by the Max Iverson and a few other ones. This was a super popular pattern not terribly long ago. I've seen several pieces of it. Look at the little Rosaline. And then the polka dot jip is nothing to sneeze at. Look at this example of plum. Beautiful plum carnival. Last but not least, my booth. So this is something I'm really excited about. Is my friend Miss Patsy Brooks paints on ornaments and stuff, and I said, well, would you try painting on some Fenton glass? And she did. So she's painted me some bunny rabbits and this beautiful heart relish dish. Look at this basket. Absolutely gorgeous basket. She's got a Santa Claus on the cup here. I personally love this hummingbird. Just gorgeous. Beautiful beach scene on this vase, and beautiful meal on this one. That's everything that she painted. Here's some awesome pieces. I love my Budweiser basket's really hard to find. This peach crest basket's really hard to find. Check out the Kelsey Murphy. Here's the rarest piece in the booth, is these goldenrod candlesticks. We'll compare it to the yellow overlay. You can see how bright and yellow that is and how dark that is. Very unusual, very hard to find. This crystal is very hard to find. She's got the Viking ships. Absolutely gorgeous. Becky always brings a load of stuff. This is one of my favorite pieces. I love the fern with the teal crest on cranberry. Well, she's got a blank opal basket. My gosh. Look at that. Plum Carnival. Wow. Can't believe a decorator hadn't snatched that up yet. Beautiful glass. Another piece of crystal crest. I love the snowflake optic right there. $2.50 for that bowl. I just love all that. Look at the gold crest cake plate. Absolutely gorgeous. Talk about those. These are Nautilus vases made by Emporium Glass. Our friend Eric Weber down in Orlando. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the color. Look at that. That color is gorgeous. Now, you would think that these key lime ones would glow, but they're not Fenton's key lime. It's just the color. Kind of looks like Mountain Dew. I'm a real big fan of how this ombre down to the bottom here. Absolutely gorgeous. Very beautiful vases. Hey y'all, thanks for watching my video. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you again soon.